Hi, my name is Promise. I'm a student here at Southern Oregon University. I have many different faces, but the one that I'm going to show you today is the face of me. So my coming out story is probably similar to many other people's coming out stories. I first want to let everyone know that I am not completely out to everybody. In my family, in my friend group, or anyone really. To me, coming out is an everyday thing. It's not just a one-in-a-lifetime thing. It's not just a one-moment thing. It's an everyday process. You can walk down the street and people will assume things of you. You can go into a store and buy things and people will assume things of you in your life. So here is one of the many different coming out stories that I've had and experienced in my life. So my first coming out experience was with a good friend of mine. My freshman year of high school, I was kind of questioning my sexuality, questioning myself. I knew I had affections for other people that in our society would be ostracized and shown as taboo. So I talked to my friend who at the time was out, and they helped me with that process. My second, and to me one of the most important coming out stories, is when I came out to my family. The first person being my mother. Well, actually, no, the first person being my cousins, and they were totally cool with it. We were sitting at a park one day, and I was like, a friend of mine was actually the partner of one of my cousins, and they, at the time, had these really good-looking friends, so I told my cousin to see if they can hook me up. Another coming out story was the story of my brothers. That was easy. My eldest of my three brothers, he and I were at home, and I told him, and he was like, okay, I don't care. Now we can talk about girls. And I'm like, awesome. And that was all with me bawling-eyed, crying. And then I told another brother over sushi, and he was cool with that too. He didn't care, he didn't mind. He was like, you're still my sister, I'm still gonna love you. And then there was my mom. Now when I came out to my mom, I was a freshman in high school, and it'd been gnawing away at me because at the time I had a partner. My relationship with my partner was iffy. But it was gnawing away at me because it was my mom, and I wanted to tell her. I wanted to let her know how I feel on a daily basis. I wanted to let her know that I am who I am, and I wanted, above all, to know that she would still love me, that she would still care about me. And so, it was at a family gathering, and we were on our way home, just her and I in the car, and she noticed something was wrong with me, and I told her. And there was nothing but silence. And silence the entire way home, silence when we were at home. And then out of nowhere, there was a lot of yelling, a lot of screaming, a lot of why me, or was it because of so-and-so? Was it because your dad, because my dad at the time had passed away? Was it because of so-and-so who was an out person in my family? Was it because of this? Was it because of that? Was it because I wasn't a good mother? What did I do? And the sad thing about all of that was it had nothing to do with her. It had everything to do with me. This was who I am, not who she was. And it wasn't a choice, and I told her that. I just feel this way, and it's who I am. So for a while, it was, she would still ask me, are you still? I'm like, yes, Mom, I'm still gay. And then, it was a friend of mine who made this panel for students who were coming out, students who are out, and for their parents who also have to come out. Come out as a parent of a child who's out. Because every day they're questioned just like we are. People jump to the assumption about them just like they jump to the assumption about me, about anyone else who's out. And so I took my mom to that program, And hearing it from another parent was something that I think she really needed. And from then out, she never asked me again. But from the beginning, when I told her, she did say that she always loved me. And she will always love me. Because I'm her daughter. And because that's that kind of love, that kind of bond, that no matter what, it won't be broken. So, that is my coming out story. I'm really glad I didn't need any Kleenexes, because I didn't cry this time. But it's National Coming Out Day. And if you are watching this, then you just heard my story. Now, I want to hear yours. So if you're ready, stand up loud and proud and shout it out loud for the whole world to see. But if you're not, then don't worry. Because sooner or later, or maybe one day in your life, you'll be sitting next to a camera and telling everybody in the world your story. And when that day comes along, who knows? If your heart, your mind, if how you feel has changed from watching my story, then maybe when you make yours, you might just change one more person's life. Because it only takes one to make the whole world go round. So thank you, and I appreciate you.